The purpose of this session is I've received a few requests or queries from students who don't know how to access the site. I've received a few queries from students who are struggling with their logins. And I just wanted to have a recording available for anyone in future who has a similar query and on how to register on the site, access the different modules, and then also once you've joined the sites, how to access the different assignments. And then lastly, I'll open the floor for any questions. It's going to be a relatively short meeting. I just wanted an opportunity where anyone who had challenges with the site can have a platform to talk about those challenges. So to start up, you would have to follow this link, the mooc.unisa.ac.za, and then it would lead you to this page. Once on this page, can I actually confirm that you're all able to see the website, the MOOC website? If someone could please unmute and confirm.
Yes, ma'am. Right on
Thank you
top
very
on the
much.
left side.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm probably preaching to the converted here, and you all have access to the MOOC site. But nevertheless, for the benefit of everyone, let's go through creating a new account. So on your left-hand tab, you have the tab that says New Account. And once you're here, in this section, you're required to select a username for yourself. It can be anything, but choose something that you will remember. I've noticed a few students have used their email addresses. Some have used ID numbers. These are perfect examples, or even your first name is a perfect example because those are things that you're very unlikely to forget. So you'd need to choose a username. And then you would then, and this is optional, provide your actual names, the actual first name and last name. Again, the username can be anything. It could have been because maybe that's a nickname or something. And then you would add the email address. You also note that the email address is an optional feature, but it is definitely advised because should you lose access to your account, the email address is the only option you have really to recover your lost logins. And if you do lose your logins and you can't recover them, then you will need to start the MOOC over again, because if you log in with new logins, the system won't recognize your previous assignment completion. So you would then create an email, not create, but like add in your email address. And create a password for the purposes. Again, something you're going to remember, your birth date, your child's name, anything. And then I'm just going to go ahead and remove this email address because it doesn't actually exist. And then you would create an account. Once you're in the system, you then go to, could I please request that if your mic isn't muted, if you could please mute it. Once you're in the site, you go onto memberships, joinable sites. And you'll find a long list of sites that are available. On the top left, you'll find an option to search. So you would search AM, letters, 01 numbers.
Hayi ngithe kunakhula ngathi sekuyangena imithi manje ke kwenze njani?
Colleagues, please mute. Colleagues, please mute.
Hayi la
Thank you. I will continue, and then you would go ahead and join the site. You now can go back to my current sites, where you will find the AM01 Teaching Visual Arts module available. Once you're done with AM01, the same thing can be done again. I'm just going to go back to joinable sites, AM02, search, you'll find it, you can join the site. There are 4 module sites available for teaching visual arts. Once you're on AM01, the best way to navigate the site is to follow through all of the tabs on your left. So starting with getting started. In fact, the best place to start would be the welcome page itself. Then once you've gone through the welcome page, going through your getting started, completing the activities. A reminder that with your activities, sorry, Anita, can I please request that you mute your mic? But let me see if I can go on my side. Okay. And then you would work through all of the assignments. Something to note is that I am merely the administrator for this module, so I don't have access or an option to change any of the settings on the assignments themselves. So, or change the way that the assignment is drafted. So if there is, I don't know, a submission that you've made and you would rather prefer do it some other way, I don't have rights. I'm purely here for administrative purposes, so I don't have rights to make those kind of decisions. Another thing to note is that when you are, you need to do all of your assignments for all 4 of the modules. Because when it comes to the end of the year and it comes to portfolio marking, you need both your portfolio and attendance on the with the workshops in order to actually pass the module and gain certification. And the portfolio needs to have been completed in order to do this. I'm not convinced that there is much leniency come the end if you have outstanding assignments, so this will affect you quite negatively. And sorry about that. Generally, for me, this my idea was to get you onto the site to be able to view how the site looks like and how to access the site. And then if you want a shortcut to your quizzes, although this is not advised, you can jump onto the tests and quizzes and complete these. But if you complete these without actually going through the getting started study unit 0, study unit 1, you will find yourself in a position where you want to redo an assignment and you only are given maybe one chance to complete that assignment. And again, I need to emphasize that merely administrator on this module, so I can't grant you extra chances to complete an assignment. And with that said, I really hope that I've cleared out any confusion in terms of how to access the site and how to access the various, the 4 modules. If you guys have any questions, I am free and open to that now.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi,
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm well, thanks, and yourself?
I'm good. Oh, I just want to know on this one, start unit 1. It's the first MAC 1? Ne?
It's AM01.
So I tried to do all the quizzes and I'm done with the quizzes. So do we have another assignment except all the quizzes?
So let me just share my screen again for a minute. So once you've gone through all of these quizzes and self-assessments, then you've completed the portfolio requirements for AM01, and then you can move on to AM02,
Oh,
and so on and so forth.
okay. Thank you so
But
much.
also don't rush through the various modules, because the purpose of the in-person classes is to also guide the what should be within each of the, or how you should approach rather each of the assignments.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Hi, Miss Soko, sorry, pronunciation.
Masoko. Good
Sorry.
afternoon.
Afternoon.
I'm from Gauteng West. I just want to indicate to you that some of our colleagues couldn't log in due to load shedding. So is it possible for you to make the recording available to all of us so that we can share with them?
Yes, that's not a problem. I'm recording because I want to share this, because also, like, I've been receiving quite a few queries with the logins. So I also want to be able to have a visual aid for someone to set up their logins on their own as well.
Okay, thank you.
I'll definitely share. It's a pleasure. Are there any other questions? I'll assume that I am, in fact, preaching to the converted, and everyone has been able to access their site and the assessments themselves. So if there aren't any further questions, then we can adjourn the meeting.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Jay. Thank you all for joining as well.